we're going to do an assignment that uses this idea of taking notational drawings. There's going to be two parts to that. So the first part is going to be 10 of these from observation. And it sounds like a lot, but remember, these shouldn't take more than 10 or 15 seconds a piece. If you're taking longer than that, you're taking too long to do it. They need to be faster. So you'll just go around and try and use your eye like a camera and piece off little sections of reality. So just walk around the house or whatever. Now you need to be working always within a picture plane. The format of that picture plane could change. It could be, this is a landscape format. This is a portrait format if it's up and down or more side to side. It could also be a square. It could be a longer, taller format or a wider format. That doesn't matter. All right, the first half of your composition thumbnail exercises is to find things in reality that are interesting to you. So you've got to do thumbnails from observation. And you're just trying to use, at this point, your eyes like a camera. So right now I'm in the kitchen and I'm moving around and I'm just trying to find a composition that's interesting. You know, it's like, maybe that's cool. I like the way that that's balanced. Or I could zoom in, then move around, and okay, I like the way that that cuts up the picture plane. Now, I'm doing this with a camera, so it helps a little bit because I have a set edge of a picture plane. But you're gonna have to train your eyes. That's pretty cool composition. You're gonna have to train your eyes to see it without the camera creating the picture plane already. But let's say, okay, I like that one. So I've decided I like the way that the toaster and the electrical outlet cut up the picture plane. I think they make an interesting composition, especially with the corner, the corner over here cutting up the composition, and then the way that the tile along here breaks up the composition as well. So I've used supposedly my eyes to figure this out. And now I got to do a quick thumbnail sketch of the thing. So I'm going to block the camera here with a piece of paper and then try and do a quick thumbnail sketch for you of the same general composition. Try not to block my own view. So I'm going to get a picture plane on there. And then I'm just going to generally note like how the composition's broken up. Toaster, electrical outlet, corner, cord, and then that little line there is like the tile. Okay, so that's just like the note of the same basic composition you got there. I didn't go in and I didn't do a whole bunch of detail. I didn't get all the numbers on the knobs. I didn't get the handle of the top of the toaster. Maybe I could go back in and say, well, there's a piece like that on the toaster and a handle. So I get a little bit more information. But all I'm doing is getting a basic note of what's in front of me that I could develop later. So you need 10 of those from observation. Probably just move around your house and use your eyes like a camera and create picture planes. Remember, your picture plane doesn't always have to be the exact same ratio or format. So it can go horizontal like I have here, or you could flip it to do a vertical portrait type of thing. They could be longer, taller, squares, whatever you want. So when you're using your eyes to piece off reality, you know, you can walk around like this, like you're a film director looking, if you're having trouble. Or something else you could do is you could take a piece of paper. This is going to stick you with one single format. But you could take a piece of paper, and now you have a little window that you could hold up to different parts of reality and create a picture plane. So that's the first part of the assignment, is you're going to do 10 of these. You're just walking around trying to find interesting compositions and then taking a quick little thumbnail note of the compositions. And I would suggest that they be different formats, different sizes. Like you could do one that's a little longer, one that's a little shorter. Try and avoid putting one object right in the middle. And even if you do that, say I have like an apple on the counter and I put it in the middle, I want to see the rest of what's there too. Like there's the counter, there's a cabinet up here, there's a fork next to it. So you're never doing just one object in isolation. There's a plate over here. You're doing the entire scene that would be captured if you took the photograph there. That's the first half of the assignment. 10 of those from observation. The other half is I'm giving you a pre-laid out grid that you'll copy. I don't remember exactly how it looks, but yeah, something like that. And each one of these picture planes, then you'll come up with a composition out of your imagination. If you have an idea ahead of time, that's great. You could go ahead and put that in there. I don't know. I don't really have pictures in my head, but let's say palm tree, beach. That's a simple one, right? Person sitting on the beach, water, shark in the background, sunshine up there. Another shark over here, maybe. So this poor guy's stranded. Some coconuts. All right, stupid standard idea, but I'm thinking compositionally. You know, I'm trying to balance things out as I'm going. I could change my mind and I could push the palm tree back over here more. So you're just thinking compositionally there. If you don't have ideas, something else you could do is just work abstractly. Just start putting some lines like that first assignment we did. Just scribble a little bit. Okay, once I get to that point, I don't even need to know what it is, but I want to think like, is that balanced? Does it feel balanced to me? If not, maybe this thing feels a little weird. I'll go ahead and put a line there. Now that feels a little bit more balanced to me. So you can just work purely in the abstract. You could even go in and start doing a little bit of like shading some areas in real quick to see how that changes. Now it's like totally out of balance, so it looks terrible. So maybe I'll put something in there to help balance it out. That would be another way to do it. Just work purely abstract. Sometimes when you start doing something like that, like with the turning the scribble into an image, you'll maybe start to get an idea. So I'll do one here. I'm just working purely abstractly for now, and then all of a sudden maybe I'll see like a person in there leaning over. They've got their hands on their knee, their legs coming out. There's a window behind them. So if I start to see an idea, then I could go ahead and develop it from there too. But now it looks like a chicken person. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Okay, weird. Yeah, see, that's the kind of stuff you'll come up with if you just start going. You'll have no idea where things are going. But then I have a sense of composition built into the image, and I can go from there and develop the image. So you'll do 10 of those, and don't just go with the first thing that comes in your mind. These ones might be a little bit slower. You might stop and look at it and really think, does it feel good? Does it feel balanced? Maybe I should move the sun up. Maybe I should move the sun down. And there can be some evidence of you trying out different things in the drawing. That would be good. That would be showing me that you're thinking through and trying to problem solve. So that's that assignment. There's 10 thumbnails that capture composition from observation, and then there's 10 thumbnails where you're generating a composition from your imagination.